you're covered with everything. Jolyn said she had something she'd like to talk about.
With extreme sensitivity to the budget, I know that we borrowed money to implement the comprehensive plan, and we solicited grant requests from community groups and municipalities, and in good faith they went through phase 1 and submitted phase 2, and we were to come back to them in March with an answer. And I think we're 4 months past that date, and that money, as I understand it, is sitting there and can't be used for anything else because it is earmarked for this purpose. And I know that we are going to, if we drag this out any longer, jeopardize funding that would multiply from that match that would be used for grants. And that money would leave Lebanon County and go somewhere else. And I think that it would be benefiting all of the citizens of Lebanon County if we would move forward and award those grants. I think that it could have long-term repercussions if we didn't do the right thing and honor our commitment to implement the comprehensive plan.
Well, it's hotel tax money, basically, right? We're talking most of it.
It's that and there's some money.
Yeah, but the hotel, but the bond money is still there.
Yes.
The bond money we can spend anytime we want to spend. And the hotel tax money, we control the hotel tax money. We're not obligated if we don't want to. We can change that anytime we want. We're not bound by contract or anything.
We didn't promise any of the groups that submitted applications they would receive any money. And I think the money that you're talking about in that bond was over a period of years to be used, isn't it? Am I correct on that?
It's always.
But I thought it was borrowed for like.
We just today paid off.
I did have a call from Sharon Zook with the Playground Association, and their grant is going to go away if they're really counting on this to get. They applied for those grants in good faith, showing that they made it through phase 1, etc. And
We didn't award grants to anybody.
I know.
We didn't promise anybody. We said they could apply.
We've been doing everything in good faith too, but if the money doesn't come in, the money doesn't come in.
But the money is in. That's.
It's not in, John, because we can, just like the state is shifting their money around, we may have to shift our money around. That's what I'm telling you. If we don't have money to give it, we can't give it.
Do you think we should send letters to the people and just tell them that, you know, we're not gonna award anything at this time or move forward with it at this point?
Maybe what we ought to do is have Earl come in with a list of those people that are getting additional grants, or they're depending on our money, and go from there and look at which ones we may want to release some money for, if we have some money.
So I'm amenable, but
So find out who's,
Under the
who
gun.
has funding that's hinging on,
Yeah.
on whether or not they get this.
Mhm.
Whether this makes or breaks a project.
Mhm.
We need to do something to right what we've started. We can't let people hanging like this. That's just not fair.
Well, the state has us hanging.
But we're not
What
the
part
state.
don't you understand?
We're not the state. We have direct contact with the people who elected us, and I think we owe them an answer.
to just tell them, you know, we're sorry at this point, we're gonna have to redo the whole process later when we're in better shape financially. That's what I'd be willing to do.
Let's let him come over and show us.
It doesn't hurt to look at it.
You want to set Earl up for that?
Sure, Earl or Lee, whoever you want.
Well, just have them get us the
Find out.
information, look at it once, I guess.
You have the phase 2 applications, I think. You have
Right,
that
yeah.
packet, but you want to find out
Packet
who's,
of stuff.
who's,
Well, I think what he's asking for is which ones of those, like she said about a playground, that if they don't get this other money, they can't get that money. Not, it seemed, I don't know how much they asked for, but it seemed to me that maybe there's something else they could do to get whatever they need rather than come to the county. You know, some people do chicken barbecues, car washes, those kind of things to
South Sixth Street Playground, Part 2 application requests $25,000.
from us. And what are they gonna lose if they don't get the 25,000?
The total cost of the project is $240,000. And I guess this would be the local match.
Would they go to the city since they're in the city?
I didn't look at the breakdown
I
again.
mean, the city gets $1 million of community block grant money a year they could use on that. They could allocate $25,000 of that roughly $1 million block grant in a heartbeat if they chose to.
Even our own planning department has a $9,000 request in, and they have $45,000. I don't know, 80% is MPO funded, 20% must be county share.
What's that for?
419 corridor. There's different ones on here like that.
I don't think there are any of those projects, it's just, you're gonna have to pick and choose some at some point, and it may not pan out the way you hoped it would pan out. Entity for money.
We can get a general status from each of them and find out where they stand on it, and if they have any money in the balance.
We need a new fire truck, we go out and work for the money, so kind of orient it that way, you know.
Thing is, you were gonna use bond money and hotel tax money. And the intent was that you would have some money that could go for projects that were